Hello, I am Ruby and welcome to another CodeZIN video. Today we are going to talk about all the changes that have been made in CodeZIN since its Steam release. Without talking too much about the weapons, I decided to split this topic in two videos, because I feel that the weapons change itself deserves a video just talking about them. So in this one I'm going to talk about all the changes without talking about the weapons. And then the next video is going to be like an update of the weapons tutorial with the bat, the new heavy machine gun, and all the changes of the previous weapons. Also doing this, the videos are shorter, and I like that. So we are going to talk about all the important changes that have been made since Steam release, excluding the weapons. I'm going to start with two new healing mechanics. The first one is the crouch healing. Right now, if you crouch, you are going to start healing. Actually very fast. But there are two limitations. The first one is the maximum amount of health points that you can heal by crouch healing is 30 health points in each of your lives. After healing 30 health points, you will not heal when you crouch until the next respawn. And the second limitation is every health point that you heal by crouch healing, it will decrease one of your maximum health points. Of course, this will reset in the next respawn. This means that, for example, if you are 60 HP and you start crouch healing, you will only heal until 80 health points, because after healing these 20 health points, your maximum health points will be decreased from 100 to 80 HP, so you cannot heal anymore. Anyway, because you didn't use your 30 health points that you can heal by crouch healing yet, if in this same life they do damage to you and you want to heal again, you have the other 10 health points to heal. Basically, if you start healing above 40 HP, you will not be able to heal your 30 health points at once. But anyway, you can still heal in a bit later. Now, talking about my opinion about this mechanic is that be careful using it, because yeah, in Team Deathmatch or now Deathmatch, it's okay to use it, but in touchdown be careful, because I see a lot of people that is probably healing and not helping the attack or the defense in that moment, and then it's late for a help, you know? And to be honest, I feel that there are a lot of situations that it's just better to go and help 1 HP than losing time healing. Is just 30 HP healing, is not even a big difference. So a lot of times, in my opinion, it's better just to fight and help, even if you are 1 HP, and then respawn faster full HP, you know? So in touchdown, I don't recommend you to use it very much. Of course, there are situations that it's good to crouch heal, but in general, I don't recommend it. About the recovery dodge, in the first Steam release version, they changed the animation of the recovery dodge, and after that, they also changed two things about the recovery dodge. First, they added a healing. Now, when you recovery dodge, you will heal a 37.5%, of course, I had to look to the exact number, of the damage of the attack that staggered you or push back you before the recovery dodge. And if I remember correctly, there's no limit for this healing. You will heal every time you do a recovery dodge, but because for doing a recovery dodge, enemies have to hit you first, and you only heal a percent of the damage they did, you cannot heal infinitely, because you are gonna die. And the second change of the recovery dodge is that now it has immunity to stagger and to pushbacks. Now, while you are doing a recovery dodge, enemies cannot stagger you or push you back. So for example, if they do the typical combo of the Durandal with a dash and then a heavy, if you recovery dodge after the dash before the heavy slash, even if the heavy slash hits you, you will not get pushed back. You will still take the damage, because it's not immunity to all the damage, but not the pushback. At the beginning, when I see the patch notes about this change, I thought it was gonna be very overpowered in touchdown, because to defend, pushing the ball carrier backwards is one of the best things you can do to stop the touchdown. And my thinking was like, okay, now if he can recovery dodge and my pushback will not work, it's gonna be so hard to defend, you know? But to be honest, it doesn't work like that, because to recovery dodge, you need a lot of stamina, and you already know that the ball carrier is wasting stamina with the time, so it's not really common to see someone making a touchdown with a recovery dodge. That only happens if the ball drops very close to your goal and the enemy take the ball very close to it and with a lot of stamina, and then when you try to do, for example, the combo of dash and heavy or any other attack, he probably has the stamina to recovery dodge since that player just take the ball, you know? But this is not really common. It's not like there's a lot of touchdowns like this each game. So I was wrong. Is not as overpowered as I thought it was. Another important change they made that I already mentioned before, and if you see my gameplays, you already know it, is that they removed Team Deathmatch Gamemode, and they added Deathmatch, free for all. They changed this in the last patch, so right now if you see Deathmatch, you can clearly see it's not completely finished. For example, when you're playing, you don't see who is winning. I think there's no even a winner when the game finished yet. But to be honest, I'm happy that they added this even if it's not finished, because we have to understand why they added this game mode. It's just because when we are just 3 players, 4 players, 5 players playing, we might not want to play touchdown because we are not enough players to make 2 teams, because at least in my opinion it's more fun when we are at least 3v3, and sometimes team deathmatch is not even something we want to play. So deathmatch is a perfect game mode to play when we are just 5, 4, 3 players or even 2. So I'm happy that we have this option right now, even if the game mode is not finished at all. Right now, deathmatch ends after 15 minutes, and I didn't see any score limit, so it's just one round of 15 minutes. Also, this doesn't mean Team Deathmatch is not gonna be there in the final release. They just remove it, so there's no a lot of game modes with these few players. So no one joins an empty lobby without knowing there's probably players in the other's game mode. And now let's talk about the map change. In Outer Space, they removed the roof on top of the touchdown, where you could do the Backasins and the Kino's trick. It's true that even if it was a not very easy trick to do, being the hardest part, how to get on top of the roof, but if you practice it a bit, you can do it consistently, and it was very hard to stop, so I understand they wanted to nerf it, or like in this case, remove it completely. Also, in Outer Space, they removed the little black wall around the touchdown, so now it's so much easier to touchdown from any direction, and this makes the defense harder, since now it's harder to body block, because the enemy can, for example, dash around you without having to jump that little wall. To be honest, in my opinion, I don't really like this change, because for me the little walls were okay. I feel it was good that you have to do a comet or whatever to jump the mini wall. But anyway, I'm happy that they are trying new things. Probably they reverse the change in the future, or not, who knows. So even if I don't like the change, for me it's nice to try different things. And just in case you're wondering, in the other touchdown map, Ironworks, the little walls still's there. Anyway, the little walls were more annoying in Outer Space than in Ironworks, because most of the times in Ironworks you attack from the front, while in Outer Space it's more common to attack from different directions, so it was more annoying in Outer Space. But anyway, as I said, I like that the mini wall was there in Outer Space, even if it was annoying. And another map change that I saw is in Service Point, one of the Team Deathmatch or now Deathmatch maps. They removed the fence that was on top of the middle hole, so now it's easier to get on top when you are in the hole. I like the change because, to be honest, it was a bit frustrating sometimes trying to get on top because the fence was annoying in practically all the positions. You sometimes were like trying to get on top while someone is shooting you from the top and you are just missing the wall jumps. Sometimes you even miss the platform, but now because they remove it, it's so much easier, so I really like it. And well, apart from this important change, there are more small changes, like for example, there's a new animation for jumping and for the wall jumps, but those changes are less important, and I want this video to be short, so I think I already said all the important things. So I think you already know all the important changes besides the weapon change I'm gonna explain in the next video, with the bat, the new heavy machine gun, and the previous ones. After the next video talking about the weapon change too, I will start doing videos talking about the patch notes for each patch, unless it's a patch just to fix small bugs. So in that videos I will talk also about the little things, but here, if I have to talk about all the small changes in all the previous patches, you know, I think it's not worth it. But for the future, I like the idea of doing a small video reading the patch notes with all the details. Since it's just a small video, I have more content, and I think it's a cool idea. So after the next weapon change video, I will start doing the patch notes videos. Like in every video, I would like you to type in the game chat the next time that you find me in game, this time the word melocotón, peach in Spanish, which is actually my favorite fruit. Woo! You already know that every time someone writes these words in game, it makes me smile and it makes me very happy. So I hope you like the video, drop a like if you did, comment below your opinion, and subscribe for more coaching videos. Hope to see you in the next video or in a coaching lobby.